cats.
We are back
That's
live.
a
We
good
are
intro to the
once
chat.
We are once again live.
We are once again.
Put it on this side. So
Okay.
Between. If that's okay.
Yeah,
We still can't see chat, but honestly, fuck it.
that's
we
fine. We don't. Who's gonna be typing in chat?
Nobody.
It was nobody.
Okay.
Nobody. If nobody hurts you, be silent.
Taking my glasses off, my head hurts. So I was gonna do this on Minecraft tournaments in general, and then I was like, that's gonna be way too long. So it's just MCC, and it still ended up being like 80 slides.
Yay! Yippee,
Oh, yeah.
yippee!
So,
Oh,
But-
animations.
there's not any fun graphs because I didn't have time.
Oh,
And I realized Cass has never watched MCC.
I did
We
today.
watched MCC 4,
Did you?
We
and that was
watched
it.
MCC 4,
Okay.
and I was forced to play MCC by my ex once.
Oh. Well,
Well, MCC Island.
I decided to
Yeah.
also go into what MCC is. So, it's a tournament, Minecraft tournament.
Holy shit! It's what the? Oh my god! It's a fucking tournament! Holy shit!
There are 10 teams, you can't see them all, of 4 people each, and 8 games get played, but there's 10 that could be picked from each time. It's a little weird. They get picked in the Decision Dome, where you want to vote for the game you want, and the games later are worth more points. So you want your better game later, but not too late, because then it might not get played at all. So, there are 3 types of games. There's PvP games, movement games, and team-based games. The games have changed a lot over time. The very first MCC was actually almost all PvP games. The first couple MCCs had Skyblockle, survival games, foot race, parkour warrior, rocket spleef, bingo, and to get to the other side. And the only one that hasn't had like a major update of any sort is to get to the other side. Some of them do not exist at all anymore. Like Skyblockle and foot race and bingo have all completely been updated. And parkour warrior, that should have a star on it. Skyblock was like get dead, gone, never coming back. Everyone hated it.
Rip.
Is Railroad Rush a new one?
Yes, it's new.
That's why.
It's only been played twice so far.
Train? Train go burn.
Foot race was the precursor to Ace Race, and it was on foot. Who would have guessed? But then they added the Elytra and Tridents, and now it's Ace Race. Bingo, they just changed to make it faster because it was really
Bingo both
long.
fast.
Yeah, it's Bingo but fast now.
Yeah.
Some Rocket Spleef has become Rocket Spleef Rush, but
Also, big fast.
that one I didn't bother listing because it's basically the same. Yeah, Skyblockle got replaced with Sky Battle, which is much better. And Skyblockle was like a combination of Sky Battle and survival games. I don't know if everyone's seen Skyblockle, the very early MCC.
MCC 4 it was on there for a minute.
Yeah, it was the one that
It's
He
weird.
Who Must Not Be Named fell off.
Yeah.
There's gonna be some.
Would it be the first time?
And
Won't be the last.
There may be some people who should not be named in here, but because statistics can't lie, there are some of the dream teams.
Can
stuff in here.
we just tell them to fuck off anytime we see them? Just be like, hey, this piece
I
of
did put
shit.
an X over one of their faces at one point.
Yeah.
But like, it would be wrong of me as a mathematician to leave them out because they are in the statistics.
You're not a mathematician, you're a Liar.
I was a mathematician at one point.
Math degree, go burr.
He changed his name to Leo.
Liar.
First up,
Ace Ray.
yes,
Can we guess?
there we go.
Oh!
Ace Race, my beloved, and
Malcat!
there's a Malcat.
I played Valorant with that
I
person.
think there's other Mal spottings in the background of other pictures.
Take
That
a
was-
shot every time you see Matt.
That was the only one I could see, but you guys can, as a little hidden game, try to spot Mal on these.
Honestly, you probably could have like looked up like images that Mal sent in the Steam
Yeah.
chat.
I just looked up each of the main game images like this, but they have a lot of the testers in there.
So Leo, Snow, and Rose have an advantage in this game, right?
No, it's just spotting Malkat.
Yeah.
No, I meant at Ace Race.
Oh.
Oh.
Um,
No, I'm not Ace.
I said Leo,
Oh.
Snow, and Rose.
I thought I heard fucking Mina. Okay.
I
No.
heard
So-
Mina as well.
No.
do you know what Ace Race is? Did you see that? No.
No.
Ace just wasn't in MCC4.
It's basically what the name is. You race, but there's different portions where you use Elytra or Tridents, or you just run, and there's launch pads that launch you up in the air. So you have to make crazy jumps with them, and there's like speed pads that speed you up.
Zoom.
Zoom.
And people go really crazy on Ace Race of like perfecting the exact pixel perfect route and shortcuts and stuff. Yeah. A little some of the people, some of the contestants are a little obsessed. You can play it on the practice server, like a version of it, and they will spend hours and hours on there day after day trying to beat each other's times
Yep.
because they're insane.
Is Ace Race available on MCCI yet?
No.
No.
Jesus Christ!
I swear the server's been out
um,
for so long. They still only have
For
like,
real? And they
4 games.
said like, oh yeah, it's basically ready. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. They also. One thing about Ace Race is the tridents are weird. They do not work like normal tridents. If you hold down to like launch the trident, it auto shoots you. You don't have to release. It just auto shoots you on specific timings. They had to do that because they had to code them differently because they had a lot of collision issues originally. Although I was talking to someone recently who like is a dev and makes mods and stuff, and they were like, that would have been easy to fix without changing the mechanics. So, because I know a lot of people hate the way the tridents work. You know what I'm saying?
Sus.
So, but it just makes it harder because you can't choose when you want to release and get shot. You have to time it right because it auto shoots you, which is kind of awful. Fun fact about Ace Race: every single time it's been an option, it has been chosen. It's never been
Nice.
skipped, and it's the only game that's never been skipped, other than Railroad Rush, but it's only been in 2 MCCs so far.
Mhm.
So, and it's one of the earliest games, so it's crazy that it always gets picked.
Neat.
We love Ace Race in this
Oh.
house.
There are 6 main maps.
Clouds.
There's Clouds.
Clouds.
There's Python's Crypt, Space Race, Clouds 2, Turtle Run, and what is it? Yeti something?
It's
Yeti Set Go.
Sidewinder.
Yeah. Do
The other
I have
joke was
facts
snowed
in
in.
here? So, Python's Crypt was actually the original map for Foot Race before it became Ace Race. And we only had 1 map. Fun
I
fact.
want to turn off the TV. We're not like.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Do we want to use the TV for Snow's presentation or?
I'm shrug. I'm comfy in here.
Okay. It's also colder in my room because it's.
Yeah, it's like the temperature difference is crazy.
I'll wait for me to come back.
I miss Mina. I know she returned from the war.
So true.
I know she returned from the bar.
Do you guys have a favorite map?
Space.
The Space Race one's fun.
Downloaded.
There's some.
Halo in that video Rose was showing us are starting to trigger my latent space autism.
Okay.
Space
Oh.
autism.
Yes.
Fun fact about
And I'm
Foot
like,
Race
I don't want
and
stupid
Python's
things to be
Crypt
uploaded
is
to the cloud 'cause I'm too
once
for that.
Captain Sparkles accidentally
So I
did a
wanna get
skip
rid
that
of
skipped
all the
half the
trash
map,
in my
but
photos before
the
that.
checkpoints didn't work correctly, so it didn't actually give him a shortcut. It like set him back and ruined his game. But it was kind of funny because he discovered it on accident. Also, weird fun fact that it only ever got played when Joel and Lizzie were both in an MCC together. When Foot Race
I want to
existed.
make sure the audio is okay on stream. I don't have AirPods on.
Can you hear us?
That's what I'm going to be testing. You can keep talking. Let's
So-
go on my channel.
Space Race, also very silly map. It is well known. Do I have a picture of it? Okay, it is well known because people do this big skip right here, and more recently they've put a big wall here, so you cannot skip through here with the Elytra like super easily. You have to go under or over the wall to make it a lot harder. It also is the one that famously had this scene where Philza went the wrong way and everyone followed him, and then they added all these arrows to show you. Let's see. Okay. This is okay. I was gonna say about Space Race. It also has a version where it's mirrored. The whole course is mirrored.
Like
And
Mario Kart.
It's spelled Space Race backwards, which I'm not gonna try to pronounce. But.
So also audio is all okay, so we can hear the AC in the background, which
That's
honestly,
fine.
whatever.
It's summer.
It's summer.
This is a fun fact about Clouds 2 map. It is the only map where multiple people have gotten the same time, and it's happened twice.
Oh.
JoJo and Purple, to the millisecond, got the same time once,
Damn.
and 5 Up and Shadoon also did on that map.
Neat.
So that's
nice.
what is this? Oh, Pete won every single foot race that was ever played before they switched it. So it's just a fun fact.
Bro's just built different.
He is built different. Hole in the wall.
This one seems silly.
Hole in the wall is very silly.
This one also didn't change very much, did it?
It has not. But it's such a good OG game, I feel like it didn't need to change. It's a very MCC exclusive game, or it used to be, maybe it's not anymore. But in terms of Minecraft tournament mini games, a lot of them get really similar after a while. A lot of parkour, a lot of PvP, they're all kind of the same. Hole in the Wall has always been a bit unique in that regard, especially for a movement game. It's different from most movement games.
No, it is.
Let's see. I'm trying to think. There's a thing called a 3-peat, which is where you win all 3 rounds because Pizza Hut does it regularly. Hole in the Wall has 10 maps. I'm not going to go through them all. But the general thing that makes them different, because this is all just aesthetic up here, is the little hole in the middle, the platform changes. There are all of these options for what it can be. But 6 of the 10 maps have the circle one, so most of them have the circle platform. And, fun fact, I think every single map that has the circle one, Pete is like the all-time winner of. So he's really freaking good at Hole in the Wall.
Yeah.
They recently added this new map. I don't know how to pronounce this. Rose, how do you pronounce this? Dehef. It is just Dehef. This was because of Twitch Rivals being in Rotterdam. They made it look like the bridge there, and you can see the actual platforms over there. Yeah. It had this configuration, and one of these diagonals goes away. So it's very different from all the other maps that a whole diagonal goes away. Because usually they shrink in or they shrink outward. Like, the hole in the middle gets bigger. This was weird that it was just like half the map went away.
That's cool.
And I think it screwed a lot of people up. Because they weren't used to that kind of configuration. But fun fact about this one too, it's the first time that a bunch of people have tied in Hole in the Wall, like completely at the end. They've all scored exactly the same. And not only did a bunch of people tie, but 5 people tied.
Jesus.
Like,
What
so,
places were they?
all for first.
Whoa!
So-
Shit. Alright.
Yeah, usually it's like the same people do really well each round, and it was like completely different people tied each round, and multiple rounds had ties, which was really weird. Does anyone have any guesses who else could? Obviously Pete.
Yeah.
Anyone have any guesses who else might have been?
Were we like really good at the game?
Who plays Minecraft these
Trying to
days?
say, are H-Bomb and Fundy still banned?
Fundy has not been in MCC. I don't know if he's actually banned, but he hasn't been in it.
Unofficially banned.
I don't think H was actually banned. He hasn't been in one super recently. I don't think he's actually banned. I think that was just.
I would assume something like Fruit would be good at, like, right?
Tapple, probably.
Tapple's not in it.
I think
Temple,
5
no.
Up.
I don't know.
5 Up.
I don't know Minecraft YouTubers.
We got one. I don't even know if you guys will know all of them, but Coldified, who's brand new, never been in MCC before, was one of them, which is crazy because
W?
yeah. And then Owen
Owen.
and Wolfie, who's also brand new. So that was super cool.
Like from Epic the Musical.
Rocket
Next
Sleeve
up,
Rush!
Rocket Sleeve Rush, which originally was Rocket Sleeve, which was just one platform that doesn't change.
There's no Malcat on the screen. I'm looking for the
Is there a Malcat? I don't know.
No, there isn't.
Oh, right here.
Oh shit, yeah, I was looking at this one first. There's Malcat!
We
Malcat,
found another
take a shot.
Malcat. Is there a Dawn Fortnite anywhere?
Dawn Fortnite hasn't been a successor in a while.
Oh.
The man with the legend.
But yeah, Rocket Spleef originally only had one platform, and just for those who don't know, you elytra around and you spleef the ground with rockets, destroying it, and the last one there wins. But it used to just be one platform, and now it's a series of platforms that spawn over time. So you have to keep moving with the platforms. And if you don't spleef them out, they will disappear on their own after a while. They start breaking down. They also very recently added from MCCI into the regular MCC, they added elytra durability. So now you have to land frequently, or your elytra will break and you'll just fall to your death. So you can't do glitches anymore where you get stuck in like flying mode in one position.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you have to land, which also makes it more dangerous because when you land is when you get spleefed.
Right,
die.
yeah.
So, but I think to make up for that, they added a second updraft now.
Firework.
I believe. It has 6 maps, and 2 of them go super fast. Yeah. And the rest they like gradually speed up over time.
I think just a little farm.
I don't remember the name of this one. That it's Greek temple looking, but this one, I think it's this one, has fake water made out of glass, and there's been numerous times where someone who's flown into it thinking it's water and will stop their fall, but they just go splat because it's glass. It's just light blue glass.
Wait, the one on top right?
The one at the bottom middle. I think it's that map. I don't know.
That one looks like water too.
No, it's not in this image. It's like later on in the map, but it's silly. Also, everyone hates the one in the top left, which is Area 51. Is that one? I think because the UFOs are filled with TNT. So once it ignites, it just the whole thing suddenly goes all at once. One of them, I think the bottom right, also has big walls that get in the way, so you have to go around them to get to the next platform.
Yeah, I remember that.
It is silly.
Womp
Next. To get to the other side and whack a fan. Or whack a chicken, or whack another MCC player, or there's been a lot of variations. This is the only, I said this earlier, but this is the only OG game that hasn't like really updated or changed or anything. It's got new maps, but like the general mechanic has not changed at all. And it has a fuck ton of maps, so I'm not going to go through them all. But I'll show some of them. They also very recently added the karma system, because part of the game is you can punch each other. So the way the karma system works is the more you punch people, the more knockback you receive when you get punched. And the more you get punched, the less knockback you will receive because you've been punched so much. But I don't think it makes that big of a difference, because usually the most common time I see people start punching is when someone punched them, and then they start smacking everyone. Yeah. So that's just going to undo the karma as soon as they start doing it too.
Well, it was a nice attempt.
They tried.
Maybe if the knockback was higher.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be cool if they did it like real drastic. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Like you punch someone, and then when you get punched, you go flying across the map. That'd be cool.
I feel like that could be like a potential like strategy.
Yeah.
To like boost you across.
Yeah, I think it'd make it more interesting.
I think it would.
It would like people would do it on purpose to like as a
That'd
strat.
probably change the
Yeah,
map.
that's something. Because some people like when they get punched, they end up like
Yeah, it helps them.
getting to skip.
Yeah, they should just up
Unless
the
you're
knockback
Captain
a bunch.
Sparkles and
Unless
you're
you're
punched by
Captain Sparkles.
Tubbo.
No, yeah, I think
fills
they
up.
should increase the knockback. I think it would be really interesting to see what happens.
Especially on maps like the elytra stuff, because that's mostly like down. You don't really go up.
Yeah. Yeah, so for those who don't know, to get to the other side, you just get to the other side of this map. Most of it's bridging heavy. Like you just bridge across big gaps. So people who are really good at speed bridging tend to do really well, like purple fruit berries. Some of the maps are different though, and I think I have pictures. Yes, like this one for example, which I think is just called Boat. You boat on the ice. This one's awful.
Yeah, okay,
A common strat is to go around the corner, just get out of your boat. It's not worth trying to drift it. Get out of your boat, run, and then get back in the boat on the straight part. Let's see what else. There's this one, which a lot of people hate, where you have to tride it up, and then after this wall, there's a wall where you have to tride it through holes. And as I said, the tridents are weird in MCC, and everyone hates them. There's also these ones. There's ones that have like fake doors or these fake pathways. So you have to try, like where these targets are up here, you have to figure out which one's the correct path. And the other ones are like blocked off. You cannot get through. I find these ones really annoying because I feel like it's not skill-based, it's just RNG. And this specific one is difficult to watch because everyone gets really crammed in one little area.
Right.
I don't know. What else?
Terra Soup Force!
Classic Terra Soup
remember
Force.
that.
Our beloved, which
As an avid Philza
interesting.
fan, I love this fucking
It's
game.
interesting that it's just one specific portion, like one of the mini games within the mini game, but people will practice all the Terra Soup Force maps like crazy for MCC when like there's such a low chance of even getting one of them. So you have to get to the other side as a game. And then you have to get Terra Soup Force as one of the maps in to get to the other side.
Yeah.
And then you have to get the correct Terra Soup Force map that you practice. But people still try to do it. And one of the strategies to like watch the update video for the next MCC and stuff like that to try to figure out which map they're going to use. People like go all out trying to figure it out. What else? There's this iconic map, which a very famous quote I heard on. Does anyone know?
Was it the something?
Is that the one you're thinking of?
Killing a woman.
That's a different
No,
map.
that's a rocket.
No, that is on this one.
It is.
I thought it was
No?
a rocket split.
It's on this one.
No, it isn't.
It's not.
That's
we
what it
just
said.
watched
We
it.
watched this today.
What?
It was a rocket
Okay.
split.
Then this might be where she gets the revenge.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
the
just kill the
revenge.
child.
Just so
feeling
the child
good.
feels
I
good.
just saw it on the wiki and it said it was on this one.
No, it is not.
They're
The
wrong.
wiki is wrong.
Doesn't I
Fact
thought
check
he
the
knocked
wiki.
her off on this.
No, it's in Rocket Sleeve. It was in MCC4. Rocket Sleeve. It was the map of like a bunch of like wires and like balls.
Okay.
Green
Then
balls,
the wiki's
green
just
balls.
wrong.
Fuck you, Wiki.
Because it said it was on this one. Unless he just says it twice, maybe.
I don't.
He might say it.
He
twice.
might have said it twice as like a reference to that.
Now I gotta look.
Okay.
I swear it was on here. Because I just saw it on here.
Do you want a picture of the script?
I'll take a picture.
It's
I'm standing in
I
the
think it is good picture.
Skydive. Oh, it's not what I
Everyone's
want.
giving the 0.5 zoom.
0.5 zoom.
You gotta do it like right behind it.
Okay, never mind.
On the
Maybe I'm
side.
just crazy. I don't know.
Back.
Okay, never mind. Maybe I'm just crazy. I don't know. There's also I have to go back and
I can't
see.
believe my room's being exposed.
There's
Yeah.
also Cliffs. Iconic, hated map.
Oh,
Very funny.
I was forced to do this on MCCI.
I hate this one.
This is just punch.
Everyone's so mean.
That
Then-
map is the one with Forky Filza.
Yep, I was just gonna
Forky
say
Filza.
something also happened on this map. Captain Sparkles swore.
Oh, it
Alright.
is swear. He said fort.
Uh-huh, sure he
Uh-huh,
did.
sure he
Sure
did.
he did.
It certainly
Sure.
didn't sound like
It
Forky.
did not.
That's a weird
There's
sound.
also a mirrored version of this map that occasionally gets used, which is extra cursed.
Oh no.
It's just like the other direction.
Yeah.
So on to Parkour Warrior, which has been updated, thank God. It was this, where it's just, you are on a time limit, you have to go through all these parkour courses that get harder and harder, and the furthest you get is like how many points you get. But everyone hated it, because it was really hard parkour, and people in MCC tend to be drastically different skill levels, so a lot of people really, really struggled and would get stuck at the very beginning, and it was no fun for them, and it was no fun for their audience. The only one who liked it was Dream. And
Fuck
that's
him. Of course
because
he
it was his best game and he was the only one that was good at it. I also, in my opinion, it's the only game he was good at. So, but they blew it up. I believe it was the admin Epic Landlord, I think is his name, blew it up, and they replaced it with the new Parkour Warrior. I don't know why I did that. Which now has different sections for different difficulties, which is a lot better because there's a lot of different skill levels in MCC. And there's also now bonus paths you can do for extra points. Just old silly.
The music for this song for this game slaps.
Oh yeah, I meant to play the MCC music while I was doing this. Oh well. Yeah, I don't have much more to say about that one. Survival games. Also one of the OGs. Also hasn't changed much. It's typical Hunger Games battle royale scenario. You're all in an area. The wall slowly is coming in, and you have to loot for gear and fight each other. Last one standing wins. One thing I found interesting though is that kills and surviving don't give nearly as many points as coin crates. Going to the coin crates when they drop and breaking them.
I keep dropping them. Sorry.
The coin crates give way more points.
Yeah, I'm gonna break it.
Surviving also is worth more points generally than killing others, which I think a lot of people don't realize. I think this one has a bajillion maps as well, I'm pretty sure. I think. Yeah. Oh, and it was originally this. Sorry. Wait, can I go back? No. Oh. I was gonna say about survival games, on one of the maps once, Puffy got stuck inside a tree, and the admins had to, like, TP her out. You can go back.
I feel like I remember that.
Yeah, fun fact. I don't remember which map it is.
Not
But yeah, precursor to survival games was Skyblockle, which was hell. You start in this little platform, and you have to, like, make a cobble generator or whatever, and start getting dirt and stone to, like, use to bridge. Then you get to the tree, where you have to start growing trees and chopping wood, and so on, and you keep going to get more materials to get further and, like, gear yourselves up, and then when you get to the middle, at the very end, you all have to fight each other in a deathmatch. It was a very cool concept, I think, but it went on for so long compared to the other games. It took so long to do all those things. I think it would be really good not, like, in a different event where it's not one of many mini-games. Like, maybe just an event for Skyblock on its own would be cool. It was just so long to do. Which, now is replaced with Sky Battle. Which is silly. It's same general concept. You grab materials and gear yourself up, and then you fight to the death. And it has 6 maps. Candyland. I don't remember all these. This is just the OG one. I think it's just called Sky Battle. Medieval. This Mesa one. What is this one called? I don't remember.
Mushroom, like the island or something?
No, it's city something. It's a city. It's supposed to be skyscrapers.
Oh.
And then Sandyland, which is a variation of Candyland, but sand.
Oh. I get the joke.
I think Candyland's the best one because it has very silly TNT strats you can do on it, which Fruitberries does all the time in MCCI, and I'm a big fan. There's a thing you can do where you place, if you get TNT, you place it on top of these things, and then break it, and it will fall down on the people down below when they're coming up the water chute. And in general, it's a strat in Sky Battle maps to place TNT inside water chutes, so they go up and destroy the team at the top. There's a lot of shenanigans with TNT in Sky Battle, and it's very silly.
TNT cannons, TNT boosters.
Yeah. For some reason... Oh, this one's called Metro, that's what it is. For some reason, everyone hates that one. I haven't played on it, so I don't know why it's bad, but I think because you have to bridge a lot more. So I think it's a lot more risky. Because you are more likely to get knocked off while bridging. Sandylands is silly because they have hydroblasters instead of bows, and you have to refill them where there's water. So there's a little extra strategy there. You have to make sure you always have water nearby to refill it. What's next? Battle box. You battle in a box.
Holy shit.
No way, for real?
Oh my
Yeah.
god!
There's also a shit ton of maps, which I'm not going to show them all, but some of them have things like lava, too, that you can fall in. And some of them, you actually have to have jump boosts to get onto certain platforms or even get to the wall at the middle. It's the first team to kill everyone or to fill the wall in the middle, or concrete. It's concrete now. But, so one strat, which is still called wall rushing, even though it's not wall anymore, is to just go fill it in right away before anyone can fight each other. But some of the maps you can't do that without like jump boost because you literally can't get in there. There's also, I don't know if I have the kits on here, but there's different kits too, where you can get different gear when you start out. You can kind of see in the box over there, you can pick different stuff. This is a weird one. I forget which MCC they used this in this remix, but there's 2 different wool spots, and you have to fill your own and then go fill the other teams as well. And it made it so it's a lot more difficult to wool rush on that one.
It's broken.
Is it?
Meltdown.
I just wanted to do the quote.
Meltdown, silly bow
Meltdown.
game.
I don't know.
You shoot each other and freeze each other, and it is silly. Interesting fact, so if you shoot someone and freeze them, you get points for quote-unquote killing them. But then if their teammates thaw them, those points actually get removed from you again. They have to actually die for you to keep them. So it's the only game that is scored with negative points in a way, which is interesting. And kills are worth a lot more than the actual coin crates in Meltdown. So honestly, just go fucking kill people.
Honestly, just go fucking kill people. BO 2024.
When you start out, you start in different places on the floor plan here. Like each team starts up where one of those circles is, and it's been noted that the corner ones suck. You have worse chances there, and there's 2 reasons for this. One, you're very likely to run into one of the other groups when they're coming in for this first coin crate, and 2, your nearby rooms are disappearing faster. So the outer rooms, the spawn rooms, disappear first, and then these orange rooms disappear next, and then the yellow ones. And you can see if you spawn in the corner, you're 2 away from a safer yellow one. So it takes longer to get to a safer area as well. So the corners suck. Even like teams that should do really well tend to do bad if they started in the corner, and it's just kind of shitty RNG. But I don't think there's a good way to fix this unless they completely change the map, because there's always gonna be 10 teams.
Yeah.
And there's not really a better place to put them. But just an interesting fact.
Not dirt.
Bingo, but fast.
Zoom.
For some reason, everyone hates bingo, and
I love bingo.
I love it. I think it's like the most fun to watch. I like that it. I love that it relies on just like general game knowledge of like crafting and collecting, but for some reason, it's like super hated by a lot of the people in MCC. They all say they hate it all the time.
If I had to guess, it's because they're more known for streaming and playing Minecraft, or like as a stream, rather than playing Minecraft genuinely.
There's also the old version of bingo where PvP was allowed.
Yeah, which is very silly. Well, even the people that more play like Hermitcraft style and are good at it, I've still heard many of them say they just don't like it, which is interesting.
That's weird. It seems silly.
It is. It's the only game that's ever been skipped on its debut. Where when they first introduced it, they still skipped it. And people were like, no. I think because bingo also is played in a lot of other Minecraft tournaments.
Yeah.
Or variations of bingo. So I think people are just very sick of it because they see it a lot in other tournaments. So just no one really is interested in it. But yeah, it's silly. On to Build Mart. It's now big sales at Build Mart. It used to just be Build Mart. Originally, you had to go collect all the items with... It was like a boat mechanic on ice. And you could fall in holes, and it was really awful, and people would die a lot and lose all their stuff. And I miss it. They got rid of it because people didn't like it, but I thought it was funny. But yeah, you go collect materials, you build the builds. Golden builds are a type of build that can pop up once in a while, and you want to make those because they're worth double the points of the other ones. And there's a lot of different strats for Build Mart. Not super different, but usually one common strat is to have a floater, because there's only 3 builds at a time, so your 4th person will just go gather general materials that are used very often, usually woods, And then there's the Techno Strat, where he studied every single build that's ever been in a build mart and noted all the materials for all of them on average and like averaged which ones were most commonly used, and then had his team go collect all those things ahead of time. And it went crazy.
Insane.
And then they broke it because then they started swapping out builds.
Yeah. So now, because of him, they now regularly swap out the builds. They also at Twitch Rivals this year. We had MCC Twitch Rivals this year.
Yep.
They had Build Mart IRL, which
Hey,
was very silly.
Really?
Yeah. The way it worked is you had to replicate these builds over here. You can't really see them, but they're up at the front stage. By grabbing these blocks and replicating them, and you could only go get the blocks by biking to them.
And the bikes kept breaking.
Yeah, they needed to get better. Sorry, they're trikes. They're tricycles. They have like a basket on the back that could hold like maybe 2 blocks, but if you were really talented, you could hold other blocks while riding as well, like put one on one arm and steer with one hand. And you had to have 2 of your teammates stay on your building mat to actually construct it. One could hand you the blocks over at each block pickup, and then the 4th person was the one riding the bike, transporting the back and forth.
That's crazy.
It was very silly. But the bikes did break a lot.
Oh.
Like, the chains kept breaking on them, so then people couldn't actually pedal. They would just have to scoot it across the floor,
Oh.
and it was kind of scuffed. But it was also very silly. And they all got to take home a block after, which I think
Imagine
is
riding
funny.
a bike. Could not be me.
Also, fun fact about Build Mart, it caused this copy pasta.
Yes!
My head's green, who in my opinion
is
is
not
not
great
great
at
at
PvP.
PvP.
Killed me at least 8 times in PvP games.
Yet I have never finished ahead of him in Build Mart.
It is so disproportionate to the rest of the game statistically. So shut up, Buns!
Very silly.
The national
Sounds like a
anthem.
skill issue.
The national
Just
anthem
saying.
of
Also,
Shut the fuck up, green.
Rian
man.
is just actually is good at PvP. He just doesn't PvP often, but when he does, he statistically is good at other. Like, that's not a game issue. He's just.
Who, in my opinion, is not great.
Your opinion
He
is
is
wrong,
just good.
bitch.
You're just bad. Sorry, it's a skill issue. Then we have Grid Runners, which is a series of mini games, and they're all random. And there's a shit ton of them. Anyone have a guess how many there are? How many possible rooms?
26.
24.
What?
How many? No, how many possible rooms there are?
Oh.
118. Random number.
24.
Not that many.
Oh,
More than
okay.
that.
More than 24?
64. A stack.
Oh, that's really close, actually.
69.
54. There's 54. Currently, there's 54 possible rooms. A lot of them are super similar, though. There's a lot, like, there's generally some sort of building one. They usually rely on communication. Like, this one you have to talk to your teammates to see who needs what. But there's also commonly one where you have to build something that only your teammates can see, and the people building it can't see it, so you have to tell them what to build. A lot of them rely on turning on lamps, or either by shooting them or like parkouring to them or something. You have to turn on all the lamps. Or you shoot targets to turn them on sometimes. There's a lot of collaborative parkour where one person has to parkour or two while the others have to like manipulate the parkour map for them. That's a common thing. Collecting and crafting is common, where you just have to like produce certain items by going and getting the materials and crafting them really fast. Sometimes they just throw maize in there. I think sometimes they just get lazy and they're like maize. I like this one because it says corn, because there's no corn block in Minecraft, so they just wrote corn to make it a corn maze. There's a lot of fishing rod shenanigans. This mini game was called Pulled Pork. Which a lot of the mini games within Grid Runners also have pun names.
Hell yeah.
I
love a good pun.
Let's see. There's also often a redstone puzzle of some sort, and it's very interesting. I was looking at the times for all the Grid Runners puzzles, and on average, a lot of them take like 20 to 30 seconds per room. But then all of the redstone ones, on average, they take like 2 to 2.5 minutes on specifically just the redstone one. Which is very funny, and it really shows how few Redstoners play these kind of events.
Yep.
Because they're not like PvP parkour people, so they don't usually enter events. The few times that people do actually do well at the Redstone ones, it's always when they have hermits on the team, which makes sense. Let's see. And then there's always a sprint room at the end. There's 4 possible ones.
I
It's just sprint to the end.
remember when they added the room with the scaffolding and no one knew how to use the scaffolding.
Yeah, whenever they add a new, like, redstone-y puzzle room, the very first time it takes everyone so long to figure out. It's so funny.
That's silly.
Let's see. Oh, sometimes the name is important to read, like, it actually helps you figure out what to do. Like, in this one, where no one could figure out, they all thought that they had to land their fishing rod hook onto the pressure plate to activate it, but the name of the game was Uppies.
Uppies.
So what you were actually meant to do was fishing rod your teammates up onto these. Hence, Uppies. And no one figured it out until people started reading the name. And then they were like, oh, that's what we do.
Uppies.
So, read the names. The fastest ever Grid Runners game has been, like, one mini game, has been golf. And I forget, I didn't write it down. It was like 8 seconds
Damn.
that a team completed it. It was Impulse, Sneak, Illumina, and Joel. They did it in 8 seconds. They just went boom, 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 done.
Makes sense, honestly.
Yeah.
The longest have all been Redstone ones, or the Potion Brewing one has also been super long.
That one is just forced longer too.
Yeah, because you have to brew it. But a lot of it too was a lot of the people in here don't know how to make potions. The people who play in MCC. So I just think it's funny that the Redstone and Potion Brewing ones always take people so much longer than any of the rest. Okay, on to the next team-based game. Sands of Time, my beloved. My
Sands
lover.
of Time!
I fucking love Sands of
That's
Time.
God,
a season from Ninjago, I
The
think.
the fucking day they add this into MCCI is the day I die.
I know. I'm pretty sure they never will, because they don't really want people practicing it.
That's also true.
Um,
Like some sort of variation of it. I would
Yeah,
love to play.
that's the thing. It looks like it would be so much fun to play.
It was
Yeah.
Hands of Time because it was a pun.
Yeah.
But I don't think they will ever make it public in any way, because a lot of it is puzzle based, and if you learned the puzzles ahead of time, you wouldn't have to rely on like logic skill, because that's what they want. They want to see your like logic reasoning skills in the moment. And if all these were available readily already, people would just memorize all the ways to do the puzzles. So I don't think they ever will do that, unfortunately, because it looks like it would be so much fun to play. I really want to play it. But
This seems like another game where you could do like what Techno did with Build More.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
just
People do.
memorize all the-
Oh, people do.
And they
H-bomb.
didn't change it.
But- Well, they do regularly change it, and the thing is, a lot of it's randomized. So even then, it doesn't help you too much. There are a few things that are constant, like, I think I have a picture. Oh, this is just an example of, like, how crazy some of these routes get. This is a very simplified version of it, like, broken down to individual blocks. Each block, though, is, like, the size of a room on here. So these are crazy maze, which is how people get lost. People get very lost on certain routes. If they don't mark properly, you should always mark with your markers. But there's a few things that are constant, like the blue key is always under the timer in the middle. The red key is always in the puzzle room. It's usually a word puzzle. The green vault is always directly connected to the main hub somewhere. Like, it's going to be immediately right there, not down a path. And the gold key is always behind a lava parkour, which makes the gold the riskiest one to get, typically, and is why it used to be that the gold vault was worth more points than the rest. It used to be they were all worth different amounts of points, so that was also a strat of, like, do we go for the riskier one that's worth more gold, or, like, the easier one that's worth less? But they changed it recently, so now they're all worth the same amount of gold, which I don't really like. I liked it better when it scaled. But yeah, usually people who are really good at parkour are the only ones that will risk the gold one. There's a lot of strats and like marking the floor certain ways and light up your spawners and whatever H-bomb says. H-bomb notoriously always does VOD reviews, so everyone starts their Sands of Time by saying, "Hi H-bomb," because they know he's going to be watching. Also, fun fact is, Sands of Time is almost always the final game, if not the second to last. There was like one MCC where it was played early, and everyone was like, "What is going on? This is wrong."
'Cause it's such a big
Yeah, I feel like it needs to be later because it's very dramatic. Like you want it later on.
It's high stakes, high rewards. It's super entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
And you never know your score until the very end.
Yeah, because you don't know what everyone else has.
Yeah.
And depending on the room's randomization each time, a different score could be considered good.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you really don't know. I love it. I think it's the perfect
It's
minigame.
the best game.
Yeah,
so
because
silly.
it also has such a good mix of different Minecraft skills. You need to know parkour, you need to know how to fight mobs, but you also need to know how to solve puzzles and communication because you have to communicate the timer. So I think it's such a good mix of different Minecraft skills. Also, fun fact that I found on the wiki is apparently since MCC 15, there has been one block missing on one part of the map. I don't know if an admin accidentally broke it and they just never fixed it. I don't even know where it is. I didn't have time to go looking for it, but apparently someone noticed it and they noticed it's been missing in everyone since. So that's silly. Railroad Rush, our new game.
Okay.
You make a line of rails and you send a minecart down it, and the goal is to make yours go the furthest. And you have a path to go down, and yeah, you go through certain checkpoints, and overall the winner is whichever teams made theirs go the longest, the furthest down the path. But you also get additional points for just every block it goes over. So if you zigzag it a bunch, you will also get more points. But then you're not going as far, so it's is it worth it? I don't know. It's only been 2 MCCs so far because it's so new, so no one's really figured out those strats yet. I'd be really curious to see what ends up being strats.
The meta.
Yeah, because I feel there's something there of zigzagging it versus not, and the points. I don't know. Because you also, the way you get rails is you have to mine gold and buy them from a villager. And then occasionally there's a gold rush where you go into this area with a bunch of gold and you have to race each other and mine it all. One strat people have already discovered is you can also buy TNT because you have to clear through certain areas as you go. Or, sorry, dynamite. It's little sticks of dynamite. To run the rails through, you have to blow up walls sometimes. But people have figured out already that you can take the dynamite into the gold rush and use it to break a bunch of gold at once to pick it up faster. So that is a strat that has developed already, but I haven't seen any other strats develop yet. So currently, every time it's been played, everyone's been super close to each other in scores.
Nutters.
And it's to a hair of you don't know who's gonna win, and at the very end it can switch up.
The thing with the zigzag strat, it'll take more rails to go the same way.
That's why I don't think it's worth it. But also going into the side rooms, you can go into side rooms to get more gold. That does give extra points as well. So I don't know. I think they also will continue to adjust the scoring as they see how it's played because I think they already made a couple changes. But yeah, I'm curious to see how strats change this because I think with time it will get more varied the scores. But currently everyone's right around the same scoring each team because there's only one way they know how to play it. But I'm very curious to see what happens in the future. And then Dodgeball, which is how we finish with the 2 highest scoring teams play each other in a game of Dodgeball, which is like Dodgeball, but with bow and arrow.
And you can't catch the arrows. Do not try to catch the arrows.
No.
You catch the arrows, you die.
And it's best out of 5. It used to be best out of 3. Now it's best out of 5 rounds. One of the first times that someone ever pulled an impressive 1 versus 2, where there was one person left against 2 other people, was when Shovel did it. I forget what MC. But now some people refer to it as pulling a shovel when you do that.
What?
Pulling a shovel is when you beat a 1v2 or 1v3 or whatever, because she did that once. Also, fun fact, Lime has never won Dodgeball, ever, which means they've never won... Lime team has never won MCC at all. Ooh. So it's considered bad luck, because it's never won.
Interesting.
Also, random fact, Cyan and Aqua is the most common matchup in Dodgeball.
Interesting.
Which is also funny, because those colors are super similar to each other, and people always mix them up. I just thought that was cool.
It's blue color. Blue.
On to some stats. So I have the best average overall average best player of each game. So like who consistently does the best, and then who has individually done the best like one time,
Not
perhaps. So, any idea who the best survival games players are? I have the first and second place.
Technoblade?
It's not gonna be Techno. Techno wasn't that.
Yeah, so unfortunately Techno's not in many of these because
Oh.
he was only in the early MCCs.
Only
And-
on the MCC.
I don't know any MCC players. I don't
And
know.
they also changed the scoring a lot since he played, so
Illumina?
I don't know. I don't think he is.
I
don't actually remember.
I'm gonna guess the
Hannah
bad.
Hannah!
Rose is the top one,
Oh!
which makes sense. She's like the UHC queen.
No idea who that is.
Second
Good for
is
her.
Shadoon, which is cool.
Matches
But the
the
No
one
idea
who
who
actually
any
has the
people
most
are.
wins is Fruitberries. So
Fruit
that was a good guess.
I got that one.
And very random fact: the person who's broken the most loot crates in survival games is Technoblade.
Yay!
Yeah, it's a very techno thing to do. Then we have Bingo. Any ideas who the top Bingo players might be?
Oh, definitely one of the hermits, right?
Probably one
Maybe
of the
he's
hermits.
false. That sounds.
Sausage
Shut up.
and Fwip.
And Flip.
But the hermits do also all score very high in Bingo.
I never realized they have like
Exact same
beard.
skin.
Yeah, they do actually.
It's just different
Um,
colors.
The person who's gotten the most coins ever in Bingo, though, is Pearl.
Pearl!
But
Pearl.
this one's a weird fact. The person who's ever gotten the most items, but not the most coins, because you get coins, extra coins if you get like a row for the Bingo card. But the person who's gotten the most items ever was actually Purple, which is surprising because he doesn't do like actual normal
They're
Minecraft
watching.
much.
Yes.
Oh. And in fact, I was watching him the other day, and he like doesn't know how to craft things at all because he just doesn't. He doesn't play normal Minecraft much, so that's really surprising that he was on the Bingo like records like that. So
I'm actually surprised
Rocket
Techno
Sleep,
isn't on the
Rocket Sleep.
leaderboard because of that early one.
I think
round.
I think he is for regular Bingo, but now
regular,
it's, now
not
it's
regular bingo, but fast.
yeah.
Because there was once where he just started. He figured out that in the original bingo game, that if you murder somebody, they drop all their items.
Yep.
Oh.
So
you
then he
know.
would just get the repeat points after killing
That was
somebody.
so funny.
It was so iconic.
And then they fixed it so you can do that. You can still kill people to get materials, but now
Yeah.
what happens is once you craft the item, it disappears from your inventory.
That makes sense.
So no one else can get it from you. But like, say you had extra materials for crafting that item, someone could kill you and take those. So it's still kind of a strat to kill people.
Not
So we have Rocket Split and Rocket Split Rush because they're similar. I wanted to put both stats on here. Does anyone know top Rocket Split players?
Oh god.
Any ideas?
Isn't it Fulham now?
Fail.
No, I don't think so.
Phil will always be the number one in my heart.
It's not Phil.
Oh
I don't think Phil's
Oh,
anywhere.
wait.
alone.
Is
no!
it
Tommy?
No, it is not
Tombo?
Tommy. It is not Tommy.
Is it
Or
Wolfie?
Tombo.
I think Wolfie is up
It
there.
was
for
either
something.
Wolfie or Fulham who got the most rockets in the most
That was
recent one.
that was Wolfie.
Because the thing is, like,
But
we haven't watched it
For
in a while.
regular Rocket Split, it was Quig
Fundy.
and Fundy.
Fun you mentioned.
Fundy mentioned, and now it's
This is the only
Purple and
nothing.
Illumina. We don't talk about Illumina.
Is Illumina bad? I don't know. I
Yeah,
can't
it is
remember
bad.
Illumina. Alright, fuck Illumina
But
then.
most rockets fired was Wolfie recently, which is very silly. Yeah, I made him tiny because I'm mad at him. And most kills was Feinberg, who's only been in one MCC.
Jesus.
Damn.
He just went crazy.
Damn.
Wolfie also had a very high record number of kills, which it also was his ever first MCC.
Yeah,
They-
this
they
was this
cooking, I guess.
this was this past MCC.
Yeah, it was
Jesus.
crazy. But also, Wolfie does play in MCCI a lot, so that made sense. Feinberg does not. He like barely practiced and went into this and just like blew things out of
Is
the water.
Feinberg the one who you were like, okay, this is what you do?
Yeah, he's really good. Yeah, he's arguably maybe the best Minecraft player of all time.
No, Fulham
Interesting.
was the one that
Oh,
he
Fulham.
was coaching.
Oh yeah, foot race. So the OG.
Pete.
Yeah, it's Pete. And Fruit was second, but Pete has won every
Every
single
single
foot
one.
race.
Damn.
He's real big because he won. That's all I have for that. Ace race. Who do we think is top 2 players? For
Maybe
Ace
also.
Race?
Technoblade.
I don't know.
Techno for Clouds. That's the one I know.
This is just overall all of Ace race, which they've changed the scoring a lot. So it's a little iffy.
I'm still saying Technoblade.
No clue.
Oh wait, I literally.
Fire Breath!
Oh, never
Fire
mind.
Breath Man!
Oh,
We don't talk
But
about him.
Fire Breath Man. And then there's 3 players that have placed first on multiple different maps. Like they are the top player for that map. Any idea who those three could be? Anyone?
Pete.
Yeah.
Fucking
There's two others. There's Ant Frost and Purple.
Purple is silly.
Purple's very silly. We love
I
Purple.
have no idea who any of these people are.
Purple
I'm just here. I don't watch Minecraft YouTubers that much.
Like,
All I do is I watch.
everywhere.
No. All I do is I watch a little bit of
Purple is the
Hermitcraft
Bed
and I
Wars
pay
guy.
attention to Dream drama or like Minecraft drama, I should say.
Purple does the Bed Wars guy. That's all you need to know.
Gotcha.
Skyblockle, the old one that was really long. Any ideas? And it turns into a deathmatch at the end. So. No.
Yeah. That was my only. I was like
These are
thinking
the
in the back of my
only
head. I
guess,
was like,
yeah.
well, it got removed early. Techno played
And
it.
then Dave
Techno's
Kurtzy
good at
also
PvP.
Oh shit!
was a top player.
I feel like the background should have been a hit. Bright red.
I just did red for all the PvP games here. Sky Battle, I have a bunch of stats on that.
Maybe
but
Fruit.
First, yeah, who do we think top two players? Fruit.
For
Techno.
It's still Techno. He's still the best Sky Battle
that
player.
1,000 streak bed was really
Yeah,
paid
yeah.
much.
And Fire Breath Man is second, so they're both up there.
Sensei and
But
Sit.
also, fun fact: most blocks placed and most individual round wins is Fruit,
For
a little guy.
Yeah.
Fruit-based.
Most blocks broken in Sky Battle, which you're supposed to bridge in, not really break blocks often. So it's kind of a weird thing. Why are you breaking blocks? Any ideas? It's a really random one.
Fundy.
It's Jimmy.
Jimmy!
fucking Jimmy.
Most.
I know. I see it from Life
I don't know why that's
Series,
even
I
a
think.
stat in Sky Battle.
Yes.
It does.
Like,
Yes.
What was the
Cave
number?
Peter.
What was
I
the
don't
number?
remember.
Maybe it's because like just the amount. It was just so crazy that they had
Yeah.
to make it a stat.
Also, fun fact: both MCC9 and MCCAS, the Blue Bats team, which both of these, the All Stars, so you could come back with a winning team. Both times was False Fruit H-Bomb Ren was the Blue Bats team. Both times they run the first round of the game with all of their members surviving. So they did that twice when they were both the same team. Like they did it in MCC9 and then they came back all the way in All Stars and did the exact same thing.
W.
Nice.
Over a year later. I think 2
W.
years later.
They cooked.
So they did cook. We love Blue Bats. Our beloved. I love that MCC9 Blue Bats team. Love. Hole in the wall. Any idea top players?
Pete. The fucking 3-peat, man.
It's Feinberg.
What?
Feinberg just went in there, hardly any practice, and was like, "Okay, I'm the best now."
Damn.
Speedrunners are just built different. I have learned that from watching him. Every time a speedrunner enters these tournaments, they just go crazy, and I'm like, "Damn, you guys really are the best Minecraft players."
Yeah.
Pete is second.
Okay.
Pete also has the most coins ever and the most wins, but Fine has the better average because he only played in one.
Yeah.
Damn.
And he got first, so like,
100%.
Yeah.
to get to the other side.
Purple?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's our bridging king. He's our movement king. Also, Fire Breath Man.
Fire Breath Man is cool.
But most wins, actually, not like best average overall score, is Fruit. We love Fruit. Battle Box. I didn't put Sapnap because I didn't want to pick
Fucking gross.
But technically he was second. But who do we think is first?
Techno.
I don't think it would be
I
second.
don't think so, because that,
Not anymore.
that probably is too long.
It probably
Battle
used
Box.
to be.
Feinberg.
Are you fighting me?
He just came in here and was like, it's mine now. He was like, he only played in one MCC, hardly any practice. He said he's never going to do it again. He just got talked into it. He was like, fine, I'll do it just this once. And he beat so many records. He beat so many records and was like, well, okay, I did it, guys. I'm done.
Goodbye.
W.
Yeah, Feinberg's fucking
I'm gonna guess
Okay,
Feinberg
well,
since it's only been in the last
Feinberg.
two.
Is it
And
fucking
Feinberg.
Feinberg?
No.
Who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Chilled Chaos.
Ooh.
Yo, go chill! Skin.
Which he was, I don't know, this was the skin that came up for him when I looked him up.
Wait, is that his skin?
It
That's
looks
what
like
came up for him when I looked it up.
Actually, I've never seen his
I
skin.
will say
I
that
haven't either.
he was on
Yeah,
a team with
I watched
Feinberg.
his other video.
Okay,
So his,
Okay.
his
Yeah.
team did best. And then also on that team,
Kara,
Kara.
yep.
So
Kara
yeah,
was
that
beloved.
team just went crazy. I don't know what gives
Part
individual
of the disaster
points
from
more,
Steve.
but yeah. That Do I have more? I don't know. Oh.
Great runner.
Okay, that was supposed to be a reveal, but it didn't.
I don't know who those people
Um,
are.
Carl.
Carl was weird that he was like first for good runners, and
Weezer.
then
Yeah.
Beckymon.
Becky,
Meltdown. Any idea?
Oh,
God, I really, really want to. God, I really want to say Phil, but it's not gonna be Phil.
It's not. I'll tell you that.
If
Green
it's-
had
if-
that
okay,
really.
hang on.
If I had
Let
one
me
for
think.
just Hair Soup Force,
Let me
it would be
think.
Phil.
If I'm thinking correctly,
Five?
then it might be one of the hermits
Okay,
because
wait.
Redstone.
No.
No,
This
this
is
no
not
Meltdown's not
It's
Redstone.
Red-
This is the
I'm thinking of the
bow
bo-
one. This is
Oh,
the
this
bow
is
one.
Bo.
Okay.
Oh.
The thing is,
Oh.
I know
No
there was
clue.
one.
Oh.
I know there was that one like MCC where they invited a bunch of like FPS streamers, and they did super well. And this was like the only game they did really well because it's basically a shooting game, and they popped off. And of course, it's fun.
Yeah.
Oh, Curtsy.
Yeah.
Curtsy and Quig.
Quick.
I can't see it.
Ew, it's Quig.
Wow.
Quig and Curtsy. I think because they play shooters.
They play shooters.
You know that meme or that clip from like the old Justice League animated show that's kind of a meme where it's like Lex Luthor and he gets stuck in Flash's body and he takes off the mask and it's like I have no idea who this is. That's me constantly right now.
Parkour Warrior,
We
which
need to catch up with NCC. Like, at least
I only
we're
did
like,
the
iconic
second
ones.
Parkour Warrior because the first one was Dream and I didn't worry about it.
We don't have
But
Dream.
the new Parkour Warrior. Any ideas? Any
Uh,
ideas?
Pete maybe.
I feel like.
Oh, Sam!
Sam!
Isn't that weird? I was not expecting that.
Yeah.
Even on the statistics page, even because Reddit keeps track of the stats, a bunch of people commented just question mark. They were like, Sam?
Okay,
I don't know.
I knew he was good. I've seen clips of him. Do
Yeah.
it, but
I didn't know he was the best though.
Yeah.
And then Purple.
Purple.
That was-
Purple.
Purple's also one of the only ones to ever, I think he might be the only one, to have a perfect run, which is where you don't fall off at all, you get every route, and you do hard and every bonus.
Stop.
So he just went crazy.
Purple's a goat.
Yeah.
Purple
He's
is
scary.
dope.
He had the
Um,
McDonald's Sprite.
Build Mart. Who do we
Definitely
think
the
top
Hermits.
Build Mart?
Gran.
If
Because I know
it's
like
Gran-
Gran.
I'm gonna say shovel.
Because I know
One of
Gran,
them is
like,
a hermit.
Because I know like Gran like popularized like the floater shot, wasn't it?
I believe that, yeah.
I'm still
I
saying
just
shovel.
completely forgot. Wait, false?
It's, I don't think you guys will figure it out. It's Iskal.
Iscal.
I was gonna guess
It's so
it.
funny because
I was
he's
gonna
not
guess
really
it.
much of a builder.
No,
But
it
he's from the
isn't.
builder
It is.
servers, like.
Yes, I wasn't gonna guess.
Yeah.
I was gonna guess Scouts.
And then the
because I just think
second
of
one,
other
no one's gonna guess, I don't think.
Who?
Charlie Slime's
What the fuck?
Yeah, isn't that wild?
W?
Also,
Average Charlie W.
the person who's ever gotten the most coins in a single Build Mart, though, is Krinios.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Good for him.
Now, this one goes crazy.
Sand.
Who do you think is the best Sands of Time player
Guys,
ever?
wow, who watches like every single
Single
fucking VOD?
Oh,
It's
what's
not-
the
Is
name?
it not H-Bomb?
No, it's not. You're gonna lose your minds when
Oh,
you see
God.
who this is. It's Charlie Slimesicle.
Slimesicle, what the
I got a different skin, so it'd be more exciting. But it's Charlie. Charlie's.
Charlie, my man.
I think he only played in like 1 or 2 MCCs and just did really well.
Charlie, my
So
man.
statistically, he is like the best. And then I don't even remember who's this. Who's
Charlie,
this?
my
that?
guy.
Who is
my
In your
man.
notes.
No, I don't have notes for this.
I
Who was this? It's on my.
love
Who are you? Tell me who you are.
that. Reverse image search.
I don't know how to do that. But I can
that?
find it. What did I just do? Sheets. I have all the data. I'm so sorry I forgot your skin, whoever you are.
Don't dox yourself.
Yeah, I'm sorry, person who's definitely watching the stream.
Sorry.
Leo,
Uh,
can I put this on my close friends?
yes.
What is that? What is it? Charlie Slimesicle! Exclamation mark!
Charlie.
Exclamation mark.
Sands of
You
Time.
can't-
Oh, it's Small Ant. That's who it is.
Oh yeah, he has a Link skin.
I forgot. Yeah, Small Ant. Small Ant is the other one.
Smollett, who also doesn't do this a lot.
Yeah. So I'm
That
pretty
is
sure what happened is they were in like 1 MCC and they did
They
really
did
well.
super well.
So now their average is really high. But I
Nah.
still think it's funny to just be like, yeah, Charlie Slimesicle is the best Sands of Time player. And then I just wanted to bonus talk about how Feinberg's insane. Because, yeah, he just went into this, was like, yeah, I've never played before. He's gone in other tournaments too where he's like, yeah, I didn't really practice. I don't know. I just thought I'd try it. And then he just destroys everyone every time. He has also notorious for being the all advancements speedrunner. He is
Mm.
top of the leaderboard, and like no one else comes close to him
Damn.
for all of the all advancement speedruns. Like
Let him cook.
he is crazy. And he is part of a speedrunner group called HBG, and they all go crazy. There's some other members that have been in MCC. So as you can see,
That's a fruit.
HBG members go real hard in MCC. They're
Nutter.
real good. Very recently, we added Curryway and Fulham. It's the most recent one, and I'm hoping to see them in more because they're silly.
Oh, for my parents. Hi. Hi, Mom.
Hi.
These are my friends.
Yeah, nice to see you guys.
I
Who doesn't feel good?
Raya was feeling a bit off. She has a headache.
Oh, maybe too much sun.
Probably.
yeah.
She
You
did
drink
go.
a lot of
Yeah,
water?
he did go to a concert yesterday, so.
Oh, better drink more water.
Yeah,
It's the
thank you.
summertime.
It is really hot.
Yeah.
就会跑到我房间来了，他会 in my room. It's hot outside. 因为那个门关不了。It's too hot. It's really hard to like close the door outside, so the heat, air, AC kept going out.
Okay. All right.
We're all-
You know, Bama, you guys eat?
Yeah, we.
Yeah.
You did. Okay.
Thank you.
There's still like Saya over there.
Okay.
How you go? How you go?
I'll eat the left.
Good. Back to MTC.
Well, now I'm just ranting about how speedrunners are insane, and I love them.
Yeah.
And I love HBG. Some of them not as much as others.
MCC.
But okay, Illumina got kicked out, and I don't know if Punz is actually part of it anymore. But he was. But yeah, these guys love him. Also, Tapple just doesn't do things anymore. I miss him. But yeah, speedrunners are scary.
Yeah.
Feinberg especially, and he's like the leader. He's like, they don't really have a leader, but you can tell they all view him as like a leader.
Nah.
He's
I
the
remember
first
when
member
Apple
of the
was
DK crew.
Oh, and
Of the
HBG is funny because like one of the only things you don't do in speedrunning is build a house. It's like one of the only Minecraft things you don't do. So they are the house builders gang, is what they call themselves. And it's so funny. And then looking at future MCCs. So, recently they changed the roster a lot. Dream Team's out, thank God. And we've been adding some new people who are scary good. Or they're just Etho. So, I'm just excited because I love Etho. But I put him on here because he has been on, he did really poorly in the first few, which, like,
Makes sense.
he's not a PvP parkour person. But he has since then been on MCCI, seen on there, day after day after day, hour after hour after hour.
He's grinding.
So he is grinding, he's putting his time in, he's gonna get up there. So I'm just awaiting,
Faith.
I'm excited for the next MCC he's in to see him pop off.
Faith in the
Because I think
keyboard.
he's putting the time in to learn. We also very recently added all the rest of these guys out back here, and these guys. So we have some Spanish creators that they added, Serpius and Coldified, who are both known for being really good event players. They're really good Minecraft players. They both popped off in this most recent MCC that they were added to. We also added Wolfie and Sandwich Lord, who are very high-ranking players on MCCI. So seeing them now in MCC, they
It's scary.
Oh, and Heike Hate Me as well. Sandwich Lord particularly is top of the leaderboard for many MCCI games. And then they put him in MCC. So that was a little scary.
Honestly, I like how they changed the roster a lot because
Yeah.
like before I stopped watching, like it was always the same exact people dominating.
Yeah, so that's what I wanted to talk about. Is I think this season they're really changing it to get more of the more really
Community
good players versus
content.
Yeah, before it was more just for content, messing around. Now they're pulling a lot more like S tier players in. So I'm curious to see how crazy hard it goes in the future. We also
I
had
start watching again.
so I know the Spanish creators and I know the English creators, but I don't know who is like the top Minecraft players of other communities. But they added these from the German community, and they did so well. They got technically first, but then they lost dodgeball.
Oh.
So all four of them brand new to MCC, which usually your first MCC you don't do as well because a lot of the games have a learning curve. So even though they were all brand new, they all were like the highest scoring. So apparently the German Minecrafters just go crazy. And I opened one of their streams the other day just out of curiosity because I was, are they like speedrunners? Did they just do a lot of PvP and parkour? And they were just like building, playing normal, like, I think they were playing modded actually, Minecraft. So apparently they do it all. They just do
Silly.
everything. So I'd love to see some of them back, even though I don't know what they're saying because they only stream in German. But they look like they're really good at the game.
Let
So
them cook.
I regularly watch the Spanish streamers, even though I don't know what they're saying, just because some of them are really good and I enjoy watching them.
Just bring Rio for a translator.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And, you know, I feel like I pick up on the vibes enough that I can understand kind of what they're saying. Like,
That's what I used to do with the French streamers and also the Brazilian ones.
yeah, I'm like, I get that you're, like, I get that you're yelling something about how he did good, or
Oh.
like,
Yeah.
French.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, 'cause
So-
I thought that meant you like
Just
you know
basically
French
that.
now.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
So
I
I'm
meant
very
you
excited
don't
for
watch
future
them.
MCCs to see all of them pop up.
I
I love-
do too now. Like,
I love that they've been
watch
reaching out to
one.
other communities too, because they had a whole French team, German team, Spanish team, and then they had some Dutch people and some an Italian guy.
Yeah.
They didn't have enough to make a whole team to,
Oh,
that could do it all in Dutch or in Italian, but they had them in with the English speakers
hell
too.
yeah.
But they had the whole German team, so they all spoke German. The whole Spanish team and the whole French team, so they could all speak
Oui,
their
oui.
language. So that was cool.
Mimi?
So they're expanding like to different
That is-
Minecraft communities language-wise, and they're expanding, getting a lot more different types of event players. So that's
Hell
really
yeah.
cool.
That's cool.
That's cool.
And the next MCC, which is in 2 weeks, is the Ender Cup, which they're partnering with actual Minecraft, like the company, for a Minecraft 15th anniversary. So it's gonna go crazy hard.
And that's what I would watch. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would wanna
They
watch
said that
that.
they got 40 of the biggest, most notorious Minecraft creators, whatever that means. So I'm very curious to see who will be in it. And they already announced the games. It looks like they won't do the thing where like one game gets skipped. This time. Instead, they already have them all picked, but the decision dome will still determine the order. And they
So like what they did for the Twitch Rivals.
yeah. But Twitch Rivals didn't have less games overall. It only had 6, I thought. I think it only had 6
Why would I
in
say for
total.
brevity?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it only had 6 in total, and they normally have 8. So it will have the full 8. But yeah, they're already predetermined, and they're all gonna be remix versions.
Ooh.
So we don't know much yet, but they're all themed around different updates.
Oh.
So Ace Race is gonna be Caves and Cliffs themed. Grade Runners is gonna be the update that changed the world. Which is that when they added villagers? I think.
I think so.
I think so, probably.
Which makes sense for Grid Runners. The Hole in the Wall is going to be the Bountiful update. I don't even know what was in that
1.8
update.
was
I don't know.
horses. Was it
Horses.
horses?
It was apparently ocean temples as well. Ocean.
Oh, okay, that makes sense because Hole in the Wall has like it has like the fishbowl map and stuff. It's probably just going to be like watery map. Unless they add, so MCCI has extra stuff for Hole in the Wall. I'd be curious to see if they add any of that.
I wonder if they might add like guardians underneath that might push them
Oh,
around.
yeah, that would be interesting.
Like how in MCCI, because like there's a few different events. MCCI.
Yeah. Meltdown is the Nether update, which is interesting.
Makes sense. Well.
See, I would have thought like ice, because you
Yeah, but
freeze
that's
each
the
other.
aquatic
Yeah.
update.
Yeah.
Ice
So-
It's just melt
So I guess
down
they're
like
making.
lava.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I wonder if instead of being frozen, if you like will turn into something else. I don't know. Parkour Warrior Alpha and Beta updates. I think that one it's gonna be like you're going through the update as you go through the parkour, which is silly. Like you get introduced to new blocks each time. Sky Battle is update aquatic and village and pillage. That one,
Makes sense.
yeah, I totally get it. It's update aquatic. They've already done that basically for Sky Battle where they do the water guns instead. So they're probably gonna do the water guns again, and then village and pillage will probably have crossbows. I'm guessing. Survival games is the release update.
Which makes sense because survival games is like one of the OG
Yeah,
games.
Yeah.
That's what they said on the page.
Yeah.
They were like,
Oldest game.
yeah, they were like, it's the OG mini game of within Minecraft. It's
Yeah.
Hunger
Yeah.
Games. To get to the other side is the adventure update and
Makes sense.
the release update and the combat update and the world of color update.
Which
I'm guessing
makes
that's all.
sense.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's each individual to get to the other side map
Yeah.
is each of those. So and the world of color especially makes sense because when you bridge, you get all the colors. And, yeah. So that'd be
wonder
slick.
if there's
I
some
wonder the
coded
combat update for to get to the other side though.
punching.
Yeah, I wonder if it's just punching or are they gonna get
I
like.
wonder you get to like actually kill each other.
Yeah, I wonder if they'll get like weapons in it. That would be slick. Or maybe they get a bow with punch.
Yeah,
That would be
punch
cool.
bow. That's already a feature in MCCI, so I'm sure
Yeah.
it won't be that hard to.
Well, if they're featuring it around the updates themselves, maybe it'll be an item from that update. So maybe something with shields. That was something big that was added then.
Oh yeah, maybe you
Or
can.
or like elytras, because that was also added in
Yeah.
1.9.
We will
Elytras
see.
would make sense.
There already are elytras, so I guess it wouldn't be that hard to implement.
Yeah.
We'll see. So I think that's all. Yeah, that's it.
Yippee!
I'm excited for the next MCC. I'm gonna make you all watch it with me. We're gonna make bingo cards because that's the thing I do.
Ooh, bet.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. I didn't even put in like overall statistics.
Wise to do mine.
Overall best.
Yeah.
Wait, I
Oh,
forgot though.
I agree.
Overall
Yeah.
best average score of all time is now Feinberg. It was Technoblade. It is now Feinberg.
Damn.
It goes Feinberg, Technoblade, Fire Breath Man.
Nice.
So, yeah, I'm afraid of Feinberg.
Okay.
Hey, at least there's no stinky. Oh no, there's a stinky in the
there's a
top
stinky.
10.
We don't talk about the stinkies. Okay, so we could end stream since it is 9:30.
Yeah,
Well,
we
this is
probably
one
should
to
be
get
getting back, and we can do the rest tomorrow. The last one tomorrow, and we'll have the talking stick.
The chat is suddenly
the talking
back?
Stick.
Oh.
Alright.
Hi,
Why the
chat.
fuck
Close
is
the
the Oh,
thing.
probably.
Hi, chat.
Why?
Hi, chat.
Bye,
There's
chat.
no one in chat.
There's nobody in chat, it's just us. Yeah.
That's me.
Oh my god, it's you.
That's me.
No way.
Oh my god, Mina talks to us.
Holy shit.
I have friends.
Okay, I'm gonna end stream now.
way.
Bye, stream.
Bye, stream.
Bye.